if you want to win and you want to raise the tide of culture in your organization, and this year's the year, you don't want to just be a business. You want to be a change. You want to be a place where people can't wait to be there, right? You don't want people to see this as like, I got to go at 8 and I can't wait to get off at 5, but you want it to be something where they're standing at the door because they're so excited the night before they couldn't help but think about what all the cool things they were going to get to do the next day. Then you got to start with, what are they here for? Help your people set realistic goals and celebrate the wins that they're trying to accomplish. And it doesn't have to be inside of your business. It doesn't have to be. It shouldn't be. There should be some KPIs that you're measuring for the success of how effective they're helping the company. But if you have people in your organization that don't have KPIs, that's a problem. We did. We grew fast, and we noticed we had really heavy KPIs and all these different things, but there were people in our organization that had none. And if they don't have something that they're working towards, how do they know if they're doing a good job? If you provide them something where they can work towards it and they start hitting it, it improves you. So goals are stacked. That's the number one thing, is understand why you're doing it. You got to be able to transfer the belief that you have, because as a business owner specifically, you're not going to achieve the goal that you're setting out to do unless the business itself embraces it. And what you got to understand is your goal is not their goal. You can't come in and say, well, this is the goals I've set for myself in this business, and I need all you guys to execute to it, because what is the purpose of that? It's not their why. So now you have to go find their why, and you have to sit down and have conversations with them. And if you're in a position where you're like, I don't have time to have conversations with all my people, then you're leading too big of a team. You're leading too big of a team. You need to go hire the people that can lead that team so that you can actually lead them and have the conversations, to sit down with them and have those moments to talk about what is it that they are working on in their own life that you want to see them and help them champion and win. And that will be your secret to success. Do not fall into this trap of setting yourself up for failure and not being able to honor your word, even to yourself. I'm telling you, it will not result in a positive. It'll become a negative if you don't get real clear on this. And I can only speak from my own experience here, and I can only speak from the perspective of what motivates me. But man, everything that I do, I build it so that everyone around me is winning, and then it helps me win. What is it for you that you can do? And maybe you don't know. I would say sit down and look at that. Have some conversations with people. You have ideas of what you want your goals to be. Sit down with the people that you work with. Sit down with your family. Sit down with your spouse. Sit down with your kids and figure out what are their goals. If you know their goals, you can show up and support them in them, and it'll help you achieve yours.